Jane was a fun-loving, amazing, intelligent, promising young woman. She had just won a scholarship to a prestigious university. She'd done her first year, second year, and it was close to December holidays, and her dad, who was a wealthy man, said, come home, let's celebrate, let's, spend Christmas together. And she said, yeah, sure, I'm coming. And so she came home, and they went on holiday. Now, just for a bit of background, Jane was from a well-to-do family. Her father owned huge tracts of land, and he mainly focused on real estate as his investment. I mean, for him, real estate worked, and it was what he did. And he's, was very well known for that, and, he felt comfortable. Now, Jane's dad used to pay for health insurance for his kids and the entire family. And it got to a point where he was just like, you know what? This check that I keep writing, 53,000 for each child, myself, my wife, and he had 5 children. He just felt, no, this is a bit much. So I am not going to continue to do this, because guess what? I have money. I am wealthy. I have land. And if I need to, pay for anything, I have all this land that I can sell and pay for whatever I need to pay for. Anyway, so back to my story. So Jane came home, and she went out with her family to a nice exotic place, and they had a beautiful, beautiful time. On day 3 of their trip, she got ill, and she started to complain of some significant migraines, very, very painful migraines. And she started to deteriorate so fast, and so the family decided to fly back to Nairobi. And they flew back to Nairobi. She was taken straight to ICU, and the next couple of months were just hell, because the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with Jane. And that first time when she went in, before she could even go into hospital, the hospital asked her father to pay some 650,000 shillings. Luckily for him, he had the cash. But then, so she got her treatment, and within a few days, he had to pay quite a sum of money. She was then released briefly, and she got sick again. When she went back the second time, because she had history and they knew that this was a very complicated situation, the hospital beforehand asked the gentleman to pay. And how will you be paying this, sir? And it was an emergency, so he's like, look, just take her. I have money, I have land. Will you take a title deed? Whatever it is that you need to. And it was insane, because he just didn't have cash. He was wealthy, yes, in terms of assets, but he was not able to quickly turn around those assets to be able to take care of his daughter's illness in good time. But anyway, eventually he managed to get some money from relatives and friends, and they did a harambe. It was a very stressful time for them, and very frustrating, because they didn't need to do the harambes because they had the money. Now, the story doesn't end very well. Unfortunately, Jane passed away and left the family having spent a huge amount of money, close to 20 million shillings in treatment for her. But the point of the story is, risk is everywhere. It is something that we encounter every single day. It's, sometimes we look at something and you feel, I'm still young, that's not going to happen to me, and I have my whole life ahead of me. But risk is the unknown, and it's just what we don't know, and that's why it's called risk. And it will happen to us at one point or another. But there's a solution to this risk, and it's called insurance. The reality is, a lot of us hear insurance and we think, oh my goodness, these guys are rip-offs. I just don't want to deal with them. The reality is, what it's supposed to do, insurance, is to restore me to my original position before I had a loss, or before I had, something happened to me. I'm supposed to be able to be restored financially to where I was before. Thank you for watching that video. I hope it's helped you. If you have any questions, please do post them. Our contact details are below. And so do write to us on sema@moneywise.co.ke. And guess what? We have finally launched our book. My book is out. Moneywise. It's out, and it's now officially available. You can actually buy it online on mymook.com. We'll post a link down so that you can see, but you can just log on to the website
website and search the product, or the merchant is Wajiku Limited, and you'll be able to get Money Wise available there. It can be delivered to you, and if you prefer to pick up from the store, you can do that, and the information is on the website and you'll be able to do that. It's also available at Textbook Center. It's available at Keswick Bookshops. So do get yourself a copy. If you have a copy already, buy it as a gift for a friend, somebody getting married. It will help them. So thank you so much. Please do share the videos, subscribe, so that you get to know what else is coming up. We have some interesting things in store for you guys. So stay tuned. This is Rina Hicks with Money Wise, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth.